project that we have started in February 2013 and that will last until February 2017 is a project dedicated to food safety in the marine environment. The project is called EcsafeSeafood, so safe seafood in the European community. And this is an ambitious project where there are different countries participating: Norway, Denmark, Netherlands, Belgium, Ireland, Portugal, Spain, France, Italy and Slovenia. And our aim is to better assess the presence of contaminants in seafood and to contribute to risk analysis and risk assessment to improve food safety among the consumers of seafood products. This project has several work packages. The first work package is to develop an exhaustive database on all contaminants. So we have a complete database on bibliography regarding the presence of emerging contaminants and their concentrations in seafood and in locations. The project is not focusing to regulated contaminants that already are legislated in the European Union, but we're focusing on non-regulated contaminants that are priority contaminants for the safety of seafood consumers. The second work package consists of the monitoring of these contaminants in seafood throughout Europe. That means that we are sampling seafood along the European coastlines and identifying and quantifying these contaminants in the seafood to evaluate their presence and their amounts in order to conduct risk assessment studies. The third work package is actually risk assessment of these contaminants, so we integrate the information of the concentrations of these contaminants in seafood, and we also use production data and consumption data to quantify the degree of exposure of European consumers in order to do risk assessment and contribute to the risk analysis for these contaminants. The fourth work package consists on the development of rapid screening methods for these contaminants. That is, to have tools that rapidly and with the appropriate sensitivity can detect these contaminants without having complex methodologies. An example of what we will be developing are biosensors that can give an immediate response on the concentration of these contaminants in seafood. The fifth work package that we are addressing is the toxicological evaluation that these contaminants may have at the biological level. So what we will study is the toxicity of these contaminants on basically in vivo assays and cell-based assays to evaluate how these contaminants affect the biological systems and to quantify the toxicological potency that can afterwards contribute to understand the public safety issues regarding public health of consumers. The sixth work package consists on the study of the transfer of these contaminants throughout the food webs, and that is to identify how these contaminants pass from one organism to the other and how they might bioaccumulate or bioconcentrate. And this is very important to understand species at risk and to have an idea of how the contaminants move across the food webs. One particular issue that will be studied is the effect of climate change on the transfer of these contaminants throughout the food webs. Finally, the two last work packages consist on dissemination of our results to the general public and through scientific publications to scientific communities, and finally the management of the whole project internally and with communication to the European Union. What we expect in 2017 is to have extensive amount of data to assess important administrations such as the European Food Safety Authority of the European Union on the relevance of these contaminants and their importance and potential measures regarding legislation in order to protect public health.